Okay, so we are live again here on a Tuesday at 6 as usual, on YouTube, on Facebook, all my social media, talking about the job search and talking about the different aspects and the things that we can work in your job search. So as usual, every Tuesday I talk about some different subjects, something interesting that I saw during this past week, or something that I think it's important for all of you to get your next job or to be successful in your interview going forward. So feel free to jump in, ask any questions in any of the social medias. I'm live right now. That I'll try to answer all of them. And if I don't have any questions, I'll just give some advice on some aspect of the job search, like I said. So what I want to talk about today is about practicing. I wrote an article this week on LinkedIn talking about how practice makes perfect, and it's a disputed saying, but it's a German. People say a German saying, but it's regardless of that, it is a good saying. It's very useful for anybody that is out there looking for a job. Yeah. So today I wanna talk about this practice and practice in everything. So if we talk about CV, nobody is born knowing how to write a CV. Nobody is born having this ability to write well and to know what to put in a CV. People need to do it once, twice. They need to make mistakes. They need to do it again and again and again until they get it right. The problem is most people have they're afraid to make mistakes. They're afraid to make a fool of themselves. And while you're afraid of these things, you're gonna keep having the same CV, the same standards, and you're not gonna get better. So that's very simple, a very simple principle actually. So what you need to do is to write one CV, have a look, spend some time on it, spend 3 days, 4 days on your CV, really get it well, really get in there and make sure that you're happy with the content that you're getting on your CV, that you have in your CV, with the layout, with everything. If you're still not happy, if you're having difficulties, reach out to someone. You can reach out to me, and I can see if I have time to help you. So feel free to do that. If I can't, I'll tell you I can't, that I don't have time. um, but make sure that you spend some time on it, and then once it's ready, after 3 4 days, once it's ready, just start sending it. Just start hitting people up on LinkedIn and sending your CV, and see what you get as a reply, because the best way for you to get it better will be the feedbacks that you have from HR people, from recruiters, from companies, from friends, from anybody. So make sure that you don't overthink when you write your CV, when you're sending your CVs out. Don't overthink. Just send it. Get the feedback. Take the feedback in as some insights that you can use to make your CV better, and not just your CV. That goes for interviews, networking, everything is practice. You can watch as many videos and you can read as many articles as you want. If you don't go out there and you start talking to people and you start practicing what you just saw, nothing's going to happen. You're not going to get better. So you really need to get out there and practice and make sure that you do what you learn, that you get this video, for example. It's a good example. Get this video, go ahead and write your CV, or have a look again, or with your LinkedIn profile, but do it, get in there and do it. Start executing, because just watching this video won't help you at all. So one interesting thing about interviews when you're practicing is the same thing. So the same skills you use to sell, the same skills you use to sell yourself or to sell anything, is exactly the same skills you're going to use to in an interview, to get a good result out of an interview. So make sure that every opportunity that you have to sell yourself, you do sell yourself. That doesn't mean that you're going to be annoying to people and be all the time trying to sell things. That's not the point. But try to talk yourself up. Try to do some things that make you look good. You don't have to lie. You only have to talk about your strengths and downplay your weaknesses. That's how you're going to get a good result out of an interview, because that's what everybody does. Yeah. um, so aside from interview and CV, we have the networking is the same thing. If you have difficulties going to an event and start talking to people and strike a conversation, um, just what you need to do is just attend and try to talk to one person. Start talking with one person. Join a conversation. Do something like that, and from that first interaction, you can perceive what is better for you, or what's a better approach for you, or if you need to change your approach. And again, if you also have difficulties with that, you can talk to anyone you know, anyone you trust, to get some advice. So don't be afraid of making mistakes. Don't be afraid of being judged, because while you are holding into that, you are keeping your CV in a standard that is not good enough for a lot of companies, because they're not listening to the feedback, because they're afraid of people giving you feedback. Same thing goes for your interview techniques. Sometimes you get out of an interview thinking that you did really well, but you don't listen to the feedback. You don't listen to the feedback to people close to you, or the interviewer. And that is crucial. That is paramount for you to uh, get better in being interviewed. So I wanna close this, since we had no questions today. I want to close this with a saying that says perfection is the enemy of progress, and that is absolutely true. If you want to make progress, you need to let go of this perception that everything needs to be perfect for you to move forward, for you to take the next step. No, get the result you need now. If it's too big, break it down. Take smaller steps. So in practice, if you're writing your CV and you are overwhelmed, write one part of it, write about one experience, and then take a break. Then you write about then you move on to the other sections of your CV. Yeah, same thing goes for anything else. If you're not comfortable rehearsing your interview skills with another person, or a person you know, do it at a mirror. Do it by yourself. Nobody's there to judge you. But then you need to move forward and try to get some feedback. Yeah. So remember that perfection is really the enemy of progress. And make sure that you practice everything related to your job search every day a little bit. That's how you're gonna get the next job that you want, the opportunity that you're looking for. Yeah. Cheers. See you guys next week.